I'm not a gamer, but me and my wife got COVID back around Christmas. I went and bought an Xbox, got an Xbox delivered to the house. I wasn't finna be bored for a week, and they had a game called Hunt Simulator on there.
Yeah.
It's harder than real freaking hunting.
Well, that's what I want to talk about your hunt there. So you went by the house to a stand, a pond stand, which is like one of Jamie's favorite stands when he hunts, kind of the Jamie stand.
Yeah. Smack dab middle of the property.
What was it? So you walked out there, what time was that, Friday afternoon?
It was about 2:15.
You left early.
Yeah, 2:15, 2:30. I was like, heck, y'all were going to other property. I was like, I'll just walk. I was like, it's nice out.
Nobody been in that stand for...
I hunted it once, so this year's the only time I've hunted.
I've only hunted it once.
It's probably been three weeks.
It's been 3 weeks, I know. I was in it.
And the way the field's set up is you can walk to that stand, and once you get kind of on the same elevation, I guess you'd say, as the food plot, you got enough cover. We got all that sage grass, and
It's the eco edge stuff.
Yeah, we just left that eco edge. We didn't plant nothing there.
I didn't plant nothing. I just left it growed up.
And so I slipped up there, and I just happened to see a dark spot in the food plot. And I looked through binoculars, and it was covered up in does. I mean, it was probably anywhere from 10 to 12 does out there feeding. And I knew there was no way I was going to get to that stand without just getting flat busted.
200 yards from you, something like that?
Yeah, they were probably 200 yards. So I got down and kind of hunkered down and eased up against that eco edge. And as dumb as it sounds, I got the old army crawl out and got close enough to where I could see the field.
What you told me was what's the game? What's that game?
I've been playing. So I'm not a gamer. But me and my wife got COVID back around Christmas. I went and bought an Xbox, got an Xbox delivered to the house, and I wasn't finna be bored for a week. And they had a game called Hunt Simulator on there.
Yeah.
It's harder than real freaking hunting. So I've been army crawling on this Hunt Simulator. I was like, heck, I'm supposed to put this to use. Like, I done learned this, And it panned out.
So you got down on the belly.
Got down on the belly, took my backpack off, eased up there, and I was about 150, 175 yards from where the deer were. There were some that feeded off to the edge where I couldn't see them. There was 4 or 5 that was in good sight, nothing between me and them. No sage grass, no nothing like that. And I picked the biggest doe out, laid that old 350 Legend across that backpack, and
how far was that shot?
About 170, 175.
Did you actually range it?
I didn't range it. I just have ranged that field enough to know about where it was at, because I could see when I shot that doe, I could see the camera in the background, and I was like, it was to the point to where I was scared. She was so close to the camera, if I shot and a bullet passed through her, I might hit the camera.
Oh, really?
But she ended up walking off a little bit and dropped her. She never took another step. And heck, it wasn't 2:30. I mean,
yeah.
I got a text back. It was like we had sat in the stand, and you sent a text back with a dead doe. I was like, it ain't been 20 minutes.
Oh, he busted up my squirrel hunt.
Oh.
I wasn't even going to go deer hunt. I done decided, I was like, I was sitting up at camp. Y'all had all left, and I opened my first beer, and I was like, I'm just going to stay up here. We'll get dinner ready. And I got to looking, and all those squirrels are behind the camp. And I said, well, I'm going to slip down here. I'm going to kill 4 or 5 squirrels.
Them squirrels were raising Cain when I got back to camp.
And I thought maybe we'd have some squirrel and dumplings or something the next day. I have them cleaned up and, done before they get back. And I got down there and got set up. And before I even got set up real good, I heard Mark shoot. Boom. It's like, surely not.
You think his gun went off kind of stand or something? What's he doing?
So it wasn't long. He was like, bring the golf cart.
I mean, it was one of them things, like, I wasn't going to be able to get in the stand. And either I was going to bust the whole field up. And, I mean, it was enough deer out there. If they would have broke up and ran, they'd have tore that whole side of the woods up. It would have killed the rest of the day.
Yeah. Maybe by that dark.
You might have had something slipping through, but, I mean, 2:30 is as good as 4:30 any day.
Hey, you can get it clean.
And, but no, I called Mikey, and because I thought he was still going to hunt. I said, man, just bring the golf cart, come get me. And I said, we'll load the deer up, and I'll drop you off, and I'll carry the deer back and, get it dressed out and ready to go. And